200 people can show up in the dead of night to protest a circus, I can at least videotape it. And so that's when I started. I was at a turning point. I knew, well, that's the end of the road for me in terms of, you don't want to do that downward spiral, right? I got into that level and that was the end of that show and nothing else was on the horizon as far as, national show. So I actually asked one of the executives at CNN. I sat down with her. I said, what do you think I should do? She goes, look, Jane, you're obviously very passionate about animals. You should do that full time. So I said, okay. So I started going to protests because as a reporter, you can't go to as a journalist, you're not supposed to participate in protests. You're supposed to be objective. So I hadn't been going to animal rights protests, but I started going. And first thing I noticed was people are going to extreme lengths. And at that time in bitter cold to do protests, but it was before people were documenting. 200 people can show up in the dead of night to protest a circus, I can at least videotape it. And so that's when I started. And actually my girlfriend at the time said, well, you're Unchained now. You can do whatever you want. I said, Jane Unchained. And that was just off the top of my head how I created the name Jane Unchained, which we've now segued to Unchained TV.